The air leakage factor, the most underrated performance rating on this entire NFRC label. What features impact that rating the most? Let's do a deep dive in that.
Desert King windows, we knock out the weather.
All right, the air leakage factor. If you haven't seen my video on air leakage factor and what it means in numbers, you need to pause this video right now, go watch that video, then come on back. Because if you don't understand the air leakage factor, you're not gonna understand this video, so make sure that you're educated. What does a window with a bad air leakage factor look like? What does that seem like in your house? If you have a window that has a great air leakage factor right next to one that doesn't, so maybe the one that's in your house right now, sorry, I'm not trying to beat up on your windows, but the one that's in your house right now, if you get drafts through them, you know, the curtains move a little bit on a windy day, cold drafts through there. Maybe you dust a lot. Maybe you have to dust every week and it doesn't seem like you dusted in the last few days and you're doing it over and over and over again. That's a bad air leakage factor in your windows. Good air leakage means that on a windy day, you don't hear a whistle or anything like that. You don't see curtains move. You're not extra cold in the house because the house is sealed up better. And then on top of that, you're also going to notice that with good air leakage factor, your entire house, all the rooms are a lot closer in temperature. If you have poor performing windows, you walk from one side of the house to the other side, and you're gonna feel a lot of temperature variance because some windows aren't sealing up very well and you're getting more of that outside air and that outside drafts in. When you replace those windows, it's a lot closer in temperature all the way across the house. And so those are some very, very important things to have a look out while you're on the market for windows. Air leakage factor, how do they test for it? What makes one window better than another? So I'm gonna show you. First off, how do they test for it? Now the air leakage factor, as you know, 25-mile-an-hour winds, how much air penetrates the window? Okay, so how they test for that is they will basically install the window. It'll be completely sealed off and they use a big fan and they blow it a 25-mile-per-hour wind right at the window and they measure what comes through. They do the math and that's your rating. It's that simple. Very, very simple way of testing. So what's gonna make it better? There's a few things. First one is gonna be the lock itself. What kind of lock do you have? Do you have a knife lock, 90-degree knife lock that sticks in there? Do you have an auto lock that just sticks in there? Or do you have one of these 180-degree cam locks that squeezes it together? Check out my video on locks. It explains this entire thing, all right? That one's very important. There's visuals on that video. You'll see exactly what I'm talking about when it's a knife lock, a 90-degree cam lock, or a 180-degree cam lock, or an auto lock. It shows you all of those. So that's a big one right there because that seals up the meeting rail. The meeting rail is easily the most vulnerable spot on this window when it comes to leakage, on any window when it comes to leakage. And that's just because that's where the operating window comes into contact and locks with the part that doesn't operate. So that's very important. The other thing that you're gonna wanna look at is weather stripping, right? Duh, that's what stops drafts in a house, right? So your weather stripping. These ones tilt out for easy cleaning. So that's the weather stripping right there. See, this one's a Simonton window. Basically, it's made out of a synthetic that's supposed to simulate wool, because wool works when it's wet. You know, sheep, they're outside all day long, they get wet all the time. Yeah, it still works when it's wet, still keeps it warm, right? Makes sense. So this right here is a little piece of almost like a plastic liner that kind of holds up the felt properly. And so that way it doesn't just get smashed over years. Let's check out and see what an Anlin window has. Now this is an Anlin window. This also has multiple points of wool weather stripping. Now, this one though, I don't know if you can see it from your camera angle right there, but that actually has 3 of those little plastic spline things that hold up. It's a much thicker, much more robust weather stripping. Obviously, if it's thicker, it's more robust, it's gonna insulate a little bit better, right? Makes sense. So that's actually going to make the air leakage factor a little bit better than the Simonton window. Also, when it comes to weather stripping, some windows might have just one. Some windows might have one here, and another in the main frame for 3. Obviously, the more the better. Anlin's got that triple thick weather stripping and they have 2 to 3 points depending on the window style. And that's about as good as you're gonna get. So Anlin always does everything right. That's just Anlin. Another thing to look at is how far the nose goes into the main frame. Okay, you got the main frame, that's the entire frame that goes all the way around, right? Now, how far does that nose go in? What is that one, about 3/8 of an inch, I'd say, something like that? Go check your window right now and see how far it goes in. I can guarantee it's about 1/4 inch. Let's check out Anlin's, about 3/4 of an inch. Okay, not bad at all. Definitely much nicer and a better seal. Now, the other one is the interlock. When you look at this interlock, is it continuous or does it have a spot missing in there? So this one actually does have a little chunk missing right there, right? And that is for the lock. So that means that point right there is another weak point. Let me show you an Anlin. This one right here is Anlin. That is a continuous lock, or sorry, continuous meeting rail all the way down. And it hooks right into there. I don't know if you notice here, but they also run a piece of weather stripping right through the interlock as well. So not only are you closing like that, but you also have the weather stripping in between there. Now you have, when it goes in, right, and it shuts, now you have the 180-degree cam locks that grab a hold of the other side and pull it all together. That's why that air leakage on this one is a 0.03 or a 0.04, and the standard is a 0.30. Huge difference. That's why this one outperforms that all day long. Now the style of window also affects the air leakage factor. When you have a sliding window, like one that's going up and down, there's more points of entry that can happen. When it's going side to side, same thing, top and bottom. There are some points of entry there. Obviously, if it's a picture window, the window's not operating at all, that's the best air leakage factor you can possibly have, right? But obviously we like windows opening. So the best operating window for air leakage is actually going to be a casement, okay? The crankouts. Now think about it. You got multiple weather stripping seals all the way around here. You got one here, and they're actually the exact same weather stripping as your refrigerator door. When you walk by your refrigerator, do you feel cold coming through there? No. And that's gonna be the same thing from a casement window. You're not going to feel anything coming through that. Air leakage factors on a casement window, on a good casement window, can be as low as a 0.01. That's as good as they're going to allow. so that's why that's the best sealing window. Now, maybe you're asking, well, Jason, I'm not ready to replace all my windows. What's a quick fix just so I can help myself now, so I can save on utility bills and save up for some windows? Well, I can help you out with that too. Sometimes it just takes a little bit of weather stripping in some of the gaps. Other methods I've seen that actually are quite effective, especially in the wintertime. You see this across the Midwest a lot, where they put the plastic wrap on the inside during the snowy months. And the reason why they do that is to stop those drafts. It's basically saran wrap almost their windows on the inside. And that's going to prevent a lot of the, a lot of the drafts to come through. Of course, you don't want to live with that forever, but hey, it's a good solution for now, and it works for now. You definitely don't want to do anything like, because I've seen it, people that will caulk their windows shut, or they will screw their windows shut and paint over it. Yes, you're sealing it up better, but what you're doing is you're really, really making your house dangerous in the event of emergency. Egress, you're cutting off egress and I have a video on egress, you can check that one out, but that is obviously, well, the most important is your safety, right? So don't do that. But basically you can seal up in all those other ways, and at least, get you through a few months or one summer or something like that. So at least until you have your windows replaced. Choosing new windows can be overwhelming. There's tons of information out there, and AI might miss the mark. But our free window buyer's guide, backed by 25 years of experience, makes it simple. No overcomplicated jargon, just facts to help you decide with confidence. And don't forget to get 3 bids. And if you're in one of our areas, make sure Desert King Windows is on your list. You'll be glad you did.
We use the best windows, 'cause nothing works better. Desert King Windows, we knock out the weather.